Hi, very good morning to all present here. And again, thanks to Elrock, Mr. Gurdeep and his team to organizing this event for all of us, making sure that we all are present and, and learn something from here. So, very relevant words from my predecessors in the field of, life skills. So we heard about who I am, and I'm basically more of a educationist. So let me brief a little more about what education is going to be and how it's going to turn or transform in the coming days or in the future. What's the purpose of education? We need to first understand we are educators, and as educators, what are we supposed to do? See, times have changed. From the earlier days, the expectations from our stakeholders was different from what it is now. So earlier, if you see the expectation from a school, uh, let me also make one small distinguish between a learning and education. So if you're talking about learning, it's a continuous process. It'll never stop. From the time a child is born until the person dies, it's complete learning happening. Okay, and in this learning, what is the contribution of a school? Earlier, the contribution of the school is very limited. It was more of academics, more of education, providing certificates, either 10th degree or UGs and PGs. Now the expectations from the schools have increased, either because of the government. They want us to also teach this life skills, which is, yes, it's required. But what I'm trying to say is expectations from us have changed. If you see 25, 30 years back, we were supposed to only teach and make sure that they excel in their exams, they score very well, our children, and they pass out with great merits. But today it's not the same. And with a little bit of disruptions in terms of what we saw in COVID, we are seeing because of this technology advances, and now a big, I can say a big thing on our head is NEP. I keep talking to NEP people or NCF. I think these are the term we have been hearing since 2020s. Still, these people are not clear what actually NEP is. Still, till yesterday I'm saying. So when I meet our people, I don't want to name, they are heading the affairs of NEP, they are heading the affairs of NCF, and they're saying, no, we are still making the changes. So no, they are making changes in their AC rooms, and they are expecting us to meet their expectations. That's another big disruption for us. And the expectations have increased to such a big extent. Now, even from the parents, they come to our school and say, it's no more just, okay, my child needs more marks. It's no more about my child needs to talk proper English, a good English. It's much beyond that. What is the life skills that you are teaching them? What is the learning skills? What is the thinking skills that you are teaching? The definition of holistic development has actually increased to a very large extent. And we as schools have to also teach academics, we have to teach them life skills, we have to teach them critical thinking skills. Now there's a buzzword or 21st century skill. It's good. It's a well-researched topic that we are talking about is a 21st century skills. We're talking about 4 C's or 5 C's. Okay, so that is required. But what I'm trying to say is there's so many things and in a very limited time. And we are not supposed to, it's like 8 to 3, 8 to 4, and beyond that, parent doesn't want to leave the kids in our school. They say, why are they coming late? Whereas my neighbor kid comes a little early. So that confined, it's very limited time, and our expectations are so big. Content is so heavy. If you go any other country, the kind of content that we provide today, it's double, triple times more than any other developed countries in the world. And the kind of assessments we are asked to do it's age old. And we are here asked to give them 21st century skills. We are saying, okay, do Blooms, do Marzanos, and all that. So anyway, that's a challenge. And now, if you see, we are talking about 5G in the telecom sector from 1G. You know what 1G was, right? It was just a cordless phone, only to talk. Then we saw 2G, That is, okay, we could also send SMS, that heavy Nokia sets. I still remember in late 90s or early 2000s, it was very heavy, including the incoming call was charged and outgoing call was also charged. Okay, and maximum you could do is send an SMS. Okay, from 2G, then it became 3G. Suddenly we saw internet coming and we could even download, see emails on our smartphones, the inception of smartphones. Then came 4G. That's streaming, and we could we could see what's happening around the world, and all this. A lot of changes have happened in the technology. And this technology, after the introduction of 5G, the Prime Minister in his speech said the biggest beneficiary is going to be an education industry. That's the word he used when he was launching 5G. And it is. This 5G is going to change. It's going to transform the entire education industry. How is it going to change? It will be anytime, anywhere learning. We have ARs and augmented reality, then we have VR. Now we are talking about mixed reality. Okay, that is AR and VR put together, and Apple, the company, is invested billions and billions of dollars on that. And if you wear that, smart glasses that is called, a child can view anything from anywhere. He wants to see a pyramid, he just has to wear the glass and he can view the pyramid, he can walk on the pyramid as ease. He can go to Taj Mahal, he can visit Taj, sitting here. Okay, he can go maybe billion years back, he can get into the solar system, walk into the solar system, he could see everything live. And this is how the whole education industry is going to change, okay? We are all, I presume we are all from brick and mortar. We are all from schools here, buildings, wonderful infrastructure. Believe me, in the coming days, this will not going to be an USP for our selling. USP is the marketing. Okay, I've got a beautiful playground with a large turf. I've got a very, if a child falls, don't worry, it's a well-established EPDM. So we are taking care of your child. CCTVs and all, very secure. No, it will not be there in the coming days. We see Uber and Ola's, right, the way they transformed, the way they disrupted the entire taxi. You know something? That's going to happen for education. There's a Baiju and Amazon standing there. Only thing that they are not getting is the government permission. The moment they get the government permission, believe me, this entire industry of brick and mortar will collapse. The so-called infrastructure, 20-acre campus, 40-acre campus, it will have no meaning. They are starting something called knowledge cafes. Knowledge cafe? Okay, here, it serves a good coffee for me, so I'll go to coffee day. But there I see a good masala chai, I'll go there. So if this particular agency, or I don't call it school, but this agency is going to teach me good science, I'll go here. But maths, I'll go elsewhere. For language, I'll go somewhere else. That's how it's going to now, it's going to develop with this technology coming in, okay? Good we see it today itself. So it's about our expectations have been from the stakeholders, either the government or the parents or the community that we are living in, is changing and changing very fast. So we really need to come up to those expectations of this if we have to survive. And yes, survival is not going to be easy for all of us. Okay, so now see what is going to happen. I'm just telling you that if the government suddenly wakes up in the morning and says, okay, we'll allow this Baijus, we'll allow NIOs, I hope you know everyone about NIOS, that will become, we'll give more precedence to it. And I was talking to one official from NIOS, they have introduced something called anytime assessment. They can take board exams anytime during the year. Okay, and that facility is not like CBSE, okay, only in March, only. A child is prepared today, he can go and write his exams today. Okay, he's not scored well, he'll take some more time and reappear till he gets good marks. Then we have this National Test Agency, NTA, that is also coming in, which is again going to collapse the entire board exams. Okay, and that's what the intention of the government is. They want to get the whole country into one single platform. And with this, the expectation again is going to change drastically. So we are not talking about evolution here. We're not going to evolve. We are supposed to transform like a butterfly. And it's quicker the better for us, okay? So it's all about how we have to move forward, how we have to refine ourselves and make sure that, see one thing, again I'm coming back to the purpose of education. So what do we have in our mind? How do we, okay. Okay, I'll just wind up a little bit about 5 simple tips, not 3. One is, in the pedagogy, we have done it, and this is what I'm saying, make it a little more playful. Second, make it experiential. Make it a little analytical, kinesthetic, and multiliteracies. This is one thing I thought I will put it. I would have briefed a little more, but sorry, lack of time. So that's it from my side. Thanks again for the LROC team for giving me this opportunity. Hope you all will have a great time.